She was the best spy in the world. She ran the most powerful intelligence service in Russia. And someone was watching her do it. He needed her to find something. A Russian mole, buried at the top of American intelligence. Codenamed MAGNIT. Her weapon was a gift no device could fake. She could see things no one else could see. But the man who built the trap had been watching her use it for months. She thought she was the hunter. She was the blade. And she never saw who was aiming her. This is that story, from the beginning.
Inside a windowless conference room, 6 intelligence officers stare at a single word on a screen. MAGNIT. A code name. Russian. It means magnet. For 3 years, whispers have circulated at the highest levels of American intelligence, a source close to the Kremlin. A source so trusted that classified American operations in Eastern Europe keep failing. Not from bad luck, but from foreknowledge. Someone is reading the playbook. Someone inside. And now they have a shape for the threat. MAGNIT isn't a clerk, isn't a mid-level analyst. MAGNIT is a senior official on a trajectory, on a path to become director of the most powerful intelligence agency on Earth. If MAGNIT reaches that chair, America's most classified operations will flow directly to Moscow. Every foreign agent, every covert program, every secret the West has spent decades bleeding for, all of it gone. There is one asset in the world with access close enough to identify MAGNIT's real name. One person operating at the heart of Russian intelligence, deep enough, trusted enough, insane enough to find it. Her name is Dominika, and she has been living 2 lives for so long, she sometimes forgets which one is the lie. The office is enormous. Panoramic windows face a pine forest that runs to the horizon. The kind of room that announces, this person has power. Dominika Egorova has power. She is a senior general of Russian foreign intelligence. She earned it. She is brilliant, ruthless, and trusted absolutely by the men who run this country from the shadows. And every morning, she sits down at her desk. She leans toward a lamp. She moves her eye to a tiny optical reader built into its base, and she transmits state secrets to the Central Intelligence Agency. The lamp is a device so sophisticated, it sends and receives encrypted intelligence from a satellite receiver without a single detectable emission. It cost more than a missile. She has been doing this for years, and she has one more gift that no device can replicate. Dominika sees the world differently from everyone else. Literally. Around each person she meets, a halo, a color. The color of who they actually are beneath the performance. Blue for loyalty, yellow for fear. That sick, brownish gold for treachery. She is, in every meaningful sense, impossible to deceive. She just doesn't know someone has been watching her use that lamp for the past 4 months. Dominika sits on the upper deck. Around her, tourists, families, noise. She is still in the middle of all of it. She watches, she counts, she maps the faces. She is in New York for a legitimate assignment, but she has added something to her schedule that Moscow doesn't know about. She is going to meet a ghost. The ghost is a woman who has lived in the United States for 22 years under a fabricated identity so perfect that her own neighbors have sent her Christmas cards. In the intelligence world, she's what they call an illegal. a deep cover operative with no diplomatic protection, no safe harbor, no emergency exit. She waits inside a mausoleum, built in 1886 for a man who owned half the American railroad system. Stone walls, cold air, the smell of old wealth and older stone. The two women stand facing each other inside a rich man's tomb. Neither of them uses their real name. Neither of them is who they appear to be. Between them, fragments, hints, the shape of something enormous. Magnet, the ghost confirms, moves in the highest corridors of American intelligence. He has access. He has history going back a decade. And there is a briefing, a restricted one, scheduled in Moscow. If Dominika can get into that room, she'll see him face to face. Dominika listens, files every word, and walks back out into the October sunlight alone. She thinks she's just run the best intelligence contact of her career. She has. She just doesn't know who arranged it. The whole time, from the ferry to the cemetery to the walk back, a man has been watching. Not chasing, not threatening, watching. Like a shepherd who cannot be seen by the flock. His name is Blokhin, and he is the most frightening man in any room he enters. He appears first in a parked car's wing mirror, a face in reflection, motionless as stone. Then in the window of a coffee shop, half hidden by steam. Then across the street, leaning against a wall, watching the cemetery gate with the absolute stillness of a man who has been trained to disappear in plain sight. Blokhin works for the same intelligence apparatus as Dominika. He is an enforcer, the kind of man you send when you've decided a conversation is over. Dominika knows he's somewhere nearby. She can feel the surveillance like a change in air pressure. She runs her counter-surveillance routes, doubling back, pausing, watching who watches, and she sees nothing. She concludes he's lost her. She's wrong. He's never lost her. His orders she has never seen, read, trail only, protect if necessary. Do not intervene unless fatal risk. In every spy story, there is the threat you run from, and the threat you never see coming. Blokhin is neither. Blokhin is a leash. And the question that won't be answered until much later is, whose hand is holding the other end? She flies back to Moscow. And the thread the ghost gave her leads directly to a room where the answer is sitting across a table, wearing a halo the color of rot. Dominika takes her seat. She straightens her jacket. She looks around the room the way she always does, reading the halos, blues and greens of ambition, the dull purple of boredom, the yellow of anxiety. A familiar palette. She has sat in rooms like this for years. And then, across the table, a man she has never met before takes his seat. She sees his halo. It is the color of old bruises. Sickly. Wrong. The brownish gold that she has only ever seen in the worst people she has encountered in 20 years of intelligence work. Treachery. Absolute. Sustained. Old. This man has been betraying everything around him for a very long time, and he has made his peace with it. Her hand under the table presses flat against her thigh. She breathes. She listens to 30 more minutes of a briefing she will not remember a single word of. She has his face. She has his name. She has the most dangerous intelligence on Earth. She walks out of that building believing she just broke the case herself. She did. And she didn't. She has no working communication device. The lamp can't reach far enough, fast enough. There's only one thing left, and it means gambling everything on a signal sent from a beach in the dark. Dominika stands in the sand, alone. The wind off the Black Sea is indifferent to everything she's carrying. On her wrist, a watch, given to her by a man she loves. Inside it, an emergency beacon, a satellite transmitter. Press it, and a signal goes up. Intelligence agencies get the frequency. Rescue comes. She doesn't want rescue. She wants to talk. She is using the only instrument she has as a telegraph, betting that the people who know her best will read the signal correctly. 3,000 miles away, an intelligence chief stares at the signal and says, "She's not asking for rescue. She's telling us she has something." He is right. He starts moving ships. And on a beach on the Black Sea, Dominika stares at the water and waits, not knowing that her signal has been intercepted by one other party, not knowing that from the moment she pressed that button, her exfiltration is no longer just a rescue operation. It is the managed conclusion to someone else's plan. Now, stop. Everything you just watched was true. Every word of it happened. But you've been watching it through the wrong set of eyes. It's time to go back to the beginning. You've been watching Dominika's story. Now watch Gorelikov's. They're the same story. They end exactly the same way, for completely different reasons. Standard counter-surveillance sweep. Routine protocol. The technician photographs the lamp, photographs its internal components, documents the transmission frequency. Then he places it back, exactly where it was. Exactly the same angle, exactly the same dust pattern on the base. And he walks out. Here is what the order said, in the language of people who have made a career of not saying things directly. Asset to remain in place. Device to remain operational. Full monitoring. No action without authorization. He could have arrested her that night. He had everything he needed. The device, the transmissions, the evidence of years of intelligence passed to a foreign power. Dominika Egorova was, by every definition of the law she operated under, finished. He chose not to finish her because he had a use for her. His orders she had never seen, read: trail only, protect if necessary, do not intervene unless fatal risk. He was not her threat. He had never been her threat. He was her perimeter, a human fence around a field that had been carefully prepared for months. Everything Dominika feared about Blokhin, the stillness, the proximity, the way he seemed to track her across a city of 8 million people, was real. His surveillance was real. His capability was real. What was not real was the danger. She ran counter-surveillance routes to lose a man who had orders not to be lost. She felt the pressure of professional pursuit, because she was, in fact, being professionally pursued by a protection detail she was never supposed to know about. Every close call, every near miss, every moment she thought she'd threaded the needle on her own skill and training. There was a net beneath every single one. And the meeting in the mausoleum, the ghost, the tomb, the whispered intelligence about the Moscow briefing room. The ghost's handler received a curated information package 3 weeks before Dominika arrived in New York. The contents. Just enough detail to point Dominika's instincts in the right direction, not enough to lead her anywhere that hadn't already been mapped. She walked into that cemetery following a thread. She thought she found it herself. It was waiting for her. He needs this to work without leaving marks. If Gorelikov simply hands the West a name, if any signal ever surfaces pointing toward MAGNIT's exposure, the other side will investigate the exposure itself. They'll find the seams. They'll know it was managed. But if Dominika finds MAGNIT through her own methods, through that extraordinary perception that no surveillance device can fake, then the intelligence produced is immaculate, traced to their own asset, no outside fingerprints, anywhere. The perfect removal. On the monitor, Gorelikov watches Dominika's eyes change. He sees, across a hidden camera, across a secure feed, through a screen, the moment her perception fires. She has found him. Gorelikov exhales. He'd been waiting 6 weeks for that exhale. He built a seeding plan to produce it. He curated an intelligence trail across 2 continents to manufacture it. And now, he picks up a phone and places a call that will set in motion the final piece of his plan. Her promotion. The triumph the audience just heard was his. The exfiltration is moving. There are ships in the Black Sea. And there is a man, the man Dominika loves, the man who gave her the watch, who has come with the extraction team. He shouldn't be there. He came anyway. His name doesn't matter for this story. What matters is that he came for her, and that Blokhin is in the corridor. Blokhin's orders covered the New York operation. They covered Moscow. They covered the approach to the beach. But nobody in the chain of command issued a specific order for this corridor on this night, with a man appearing from an extraction team that moved faster than the intelligence tracking it. Gaps. Every plan has gaps. The fight in the corridor is real. It is fast and brutal and ugly. The way real violence always is. Nothing like the choreography in films. Blokhin is eliminated, but not before. Not before the man who came for Dominika is on the floor. She is beside him, her hand over his eyes find hers. There is a moment, barely a moment, where one broken finger touches the back of her hand. Just touches it. Like a question. Like a full stop at the end of a very long sentence. And then he is gone. In the monitoring room, Gorelikov stares at the feed. He closes it. He opens a different window. The operation metrics. The outcome? The intelligence has been transmitted. Arrest is imminent. The removal is clean. He did not order the death in that corridor. He simply did not order Blokhin to prevent it. There is a kind of villainy in that distinction that requires no raised voice, no dramatic confession, no moment of visible evil. Just a choice not made. A protection not extended. A gap left open. The arrest came within 72 hours. Life without parole. And Dominika went back to Moscow, carrying the name of the person she lost, and no idea of how precisely that loss had been arranged. The announcement comes 3 weeks after the operation closes. Dominika Egorova is appointed director of SVR, head of Russian foreign intelligence, the youngest person ever to hold the position, the first woman. She has arrived. He doesn't look up at her office window. He doesn't need to. He knows exactly what is happening in that office. He recommended the appointment. He argued for it, privately, persuasively, with all the warmth of a man presenting a business case. What he did not include in the presentation, that he knows about the lamp, that every message she sends and receives, he has a copy of, that her entire intelligence pipeline runs through a device his technical team monitors in real time, that by placing her at the directorship, he has positioned himself to selectively corrupt the most valuable intelligence asset in modern history, feeding false intelligence when it suits him, letting true intelligence through when it costs nothing, knowing, always knowing exactly what the other side believes it knows. He has put her at the top of the mountain. It is the most beautiful cage he has ever built. Dominika sits at her desk. She positions herself before the lamp. She authenticates. The holographic message projects, visible to her alone, from the West, from the people she has spent her life secretly serving. The message confirms the operation is a success. The threat has been neutralized. But it also tells her the intelligence chief who ran her for years, her greatest supporter, the man who believed in her from the beginning, has retired. He is gone. And it asks, with the careful phrasing of someone who already suspects the answer, what is the status of the officer from the extraction team? She begins to type her reply. She writes it in the language of intelligence reporting, precise, unemotional, stripped of everything personal, by the necessity of brevity and the constant awareness of surveillance. She writes, the officer died as a result of injuries sustained during the operation. Dominika stands at the panoramic window, the pine forest, the horizon. The camera is behind her. We see only her silhouette and the silver-gray landscape beyond the glass. Consider what she is. She sees halos. She reads truth from the color of people's emotional fields. She has spent 20 years in environments designed to deceive, and she has survived every one of them by seeing through the performance to what's underneath. She is the most sophisticated reader of human deception alive. And so, the question. Dominika turns, slightly, barely, almost imperceptibly, and she looks at the lamp. There are 2 versions of what that look means. In the first, she doesn't know. She is extraordinary and compromised and isolated and grieving. She is operating inside a trap she cannot see because it was built by someone who understood her perfectly. The tragedy of this version is complete and total and irreversible. In the second, she has known for some time, perhaps weeks, perhaps months. Her perception does not read surveillance hardware, but it reads the people who run it. And somewhere, in the architecture of her daily life, a too careful glance from a technical officer, a patrol route that changed on a day it shouldn't have, some infinitesimal signal that her extraordinary mind caught and filed and began quietly to build a case from. In the second version, Dominika is not in a beautiful cage. She is running a game within the game. She is feeding the man who watches her exactly what she wants him to believe she knows. She is, right now, the most dangerous person in that building, not despite the trap, but because of what she learned when she found it. The story cannot tell you which version is true. It can only tell you that both are possible, and that the difference between them, for Gorelikov, may be the difference between a plan working and a plan that has already been turned against him. He built his cage around the one person in the world who can see through people. Whether she's seen through him yet, only she knows. Dominika Egorova, director of SVR, sits down at her desk. She opens a classified file. She reads. Her pen moves. She marks a passage with the clean efficiency of someone who has processed this kind of material for 20 years. She turns a page. She keeps reading. The camera begins to pull back, slowly, past the glass, past the tree line, up through the frost-white sky, until the building below is a dark shape in an enormous landscape. Russia, stretching in every direction, indifferent, permanent. And in the room, far below, the tiniest visible point of light. The lamp, still blinking, still transmitting. She is still there. She is still working. She is still, by every outward measure, exactly where he placed her. And here is the final thing this story asks you to hold. Every spy story is really a story about what a person is willing to sacrifice for what they believe in. The good ones are about sacrifice that costs something real. The great ones are about people who pay the full price, who lose the people they love, who carry what they've seen, who keep going not because it's easy, but because they can't look away from what they know. Dominika has paid every price this life demands. She has paid some she didn't agree to. And still, she sits down, opens the file, picks up the pen. Gorelikov thinks she's his instrument. Maybe she is. Maybe she is the most dangerous instrument ever aimed at the people who think they're aiming her. The lamp blinks, the signal goes up. Somewhere, two sets of ears receive the same transmission, one of them hers, one of them his. You decide whose story that sound belongs to.